So, why, hello there. As you, oh, wait, so, sorry, I was away for a short time. Um, yeah, as you might heard, oh my gosh, I already did not make this a perfect start, but hey, I do this exactly because I want to do this. I want to, well, speak the language my viewers might actually speak. So yeah, my English is not the greatest, I know, and you might question it, why so suddenly in English? You were doing so great so far, doing German, German progress in that work that you were doing. But now, yes, I just thought it might be better doing something in English, keeping progress and so on in German, so you can also hear uh, what all this means. So I can actually shortly read through it because I may publish it in English on my blog. I don't know yet. I don't have the time. I know I'm doing the video at nearly midnight and I'm probably going nuts for all my people living with me. But hey, I just want to say the reason why I do this, why I actually do the praise challenge, and why I still do the blog, and why I still, well, try to create content in English, is because, well, philosophy. Life is a great mystery, and the greatest mystery of all is the why we should do something, and why we should have something. And we will never actually get the true answer, but we may get the answer that get us to actually live, and well, that's everything we need in order to have the two tasks in life fulfilled. First, first thing, stay alive. Second thing, somehow be happy and set yourself a goal, set yourself a limit to say, okay, I'm actually quite happy. I am legal. It's legal for me to die now. That's actually quite my philosophy. So yes, that's one thing. That's why I keep posting on this blog. And second thing, price challenge. Well, I actually said it already. The second thing, it's the how can we say it? It's a 3 month challenge I got from a coworker from me actually, and he gave me the idea of praising myself for 3 things I did right today or any other day. Um, it must be the minimum of 3 things that I've done right today, and that every day for the next 3 months. So actually until the 28th of June. Yes. And now the why? Well, because we're in war, or there's war on this planet. We have a pandemic still that leads to some, well, how can we say it? Some dissonances in society. Not everywhere in the world, of course, but it's generally a problem that we cannot comprehend ourselves, and we cannot comprehend others because of that. And that means if we may not follow the rules or follow our belief system, so that's actually an internal conflict everyone has there, then we may have to lose one or another. And some may have the right values, some may have the wrong values, but that's not the case, or that's not the problem. Who has the wrong and right? It's about understanding other people because or why they have another system and accepting that. That is actually the only thing we need to do. With actually mm, following my philosophy, a lot of things only come because we expect things from the world. We expect things to be like we understand, as if we understand them, as if we have understood them. I know my English teacher is going to will actually not be that happy about me doing so many mistakes, speaking loudly to a crowd that actually may not be that big, I guess, but it's my crowd, and I think, well, they deserve content, they deserve quality content, and I'm still working on it, that my English accent is not that bad and not that hard to understand. But anyway, we have 3 wives already, actually just 2, but, well, I mean, it's war. Because we expect each other to do some things and not getting them, and not, I know we should all live in the current moment and all accept things and be in reality as it is, but sometimes it's just, hey, it's the thought of it. You're living, you have a life, and if others do not, or if others do have a life but it's another life of you, it's in a whole nother universe, then you should kinda accept that. Because, well, you do have objective things you can talk about, such as problems, such as common problems such as climate change, and you should also get solutions for that through politics and all that. I mean, you should figure it out together, and not just, well, staring at the wall or even crying at the wall and just doing nothing, beating yourself up for shit and not being able to communicate with others. That's not how human beings actually should work. But anyways, so all of it in a sum, we do have, um, we're in war, pandemic, we have dissonances in our society, we have climate change, which isn't that good, so it's not that good going on, but Kurzgesagt actually made a very good video that actually makes hope, and actually let's let's grow some hope together that we can still do enough for our climate, and not just by talking about politics, but actually doing some stuff. And all of this in a culmination is the bad media, which you should probably take a break off if you're consuming too much. Because right now I don't watch the media that much anymore. Still, I'm on YouTube because I can mostly, well, I can select what I want to watch now and what not. So from what I get a break, like news or some some guy who wants to explain me some stuff, like me, for example, who I'm doing this, but it's more like a challenge. It's a, for me, this challenge I present to you, it's a thing that everyone has to decide for oneself. I don't know, I cannot find the word that fast, and I'm actually quite ashamed because I'm scared if people understand me or not, but hey, the point of it all, I know I need 1,000 years to explain the point why I do this and then actually do it. I want to animate people, so move them and motivate them to do themselves a favor and just, well, help themselves. And why is that so? Well, because those who read my blog, and actually there will be the continuation of the recap of the blog, but I'm quite busy right now and I can hardly focus on the praise challenge yet, and yes, it's quite, it's a tough time, but we'll get through it. So I'm positively here. So the why is on the blog. So let's get started. I started on the 28th of March. I don't want to read all this. Maybe another time. Maybe I can do this sometimes, but now I just want to get straight to my not filled days yet. So yesterday I took a break. I had not that much time. So yesterday was the 4th of March, of April, and there I cleaned my room. I'm not going to write it on English. Everyone wants to have it in German. I will probably really make a version on English on this all. But right now I don't have the time, I don't have the motivation, and I mean, it's shortly before midnight, and tomorrow is work, and I still wanted myself to actually get this video done, because if I set myself to a goal, if I set myself to a challenge, then I'm going to get this challenge through. No matter if I once made a mistake, because yesterday I did not upload anything, I want to have this done. And I actually want to, those people who still follow me, like I said, they deserve some content. So, like I just cleaned myself up, like my thoughts and my words and my whys, so my reasons. I cleaned all this up. I cleaned also up my room. So, Zimmer aufgeräumt. I don't know how an English person would say that, but yes, I cleaned my room. I figured it would be quite good to have some order, to have something, so to know where to put things down. That's the first thing in your life that you should actually do. And that's why I'm doing this blog. And everyone who will get to this point of figuring out where to put things, where to realize things, and where to actually have the, now we're coming back to having war and not being conform in society, or how can we say, to prevent people of not trying to understand each other, they firstly need to have the right priorities. So like, if you're prioritizing judgment, or if you're prioritizing, I'm not that good at that thing, prioritizing, if you're focusing on one thing, like for example structure, and another one is chaotic, then of course it leads to some conflicts. But if you say structure is the one thing that saves you, the other thing, so the thing that saves another one, that's chaos, that's physical stimulation, for example, that is being wildly unprepared for anything that you do, wildly unprepared for the day. While you are conformed, for example, I'm taking me as an example, while you are rather conformed in your four walls, where you can order stuff, where you can, where you have all the control needed and can actually control all the living beings there, including just me. That's the whole overall population of my room. So yes, that's one thing. Then the second thing, I did not write all my thoughts. I kinda would say of myself that I have a tendency of literally writing anything down that I think, because I had the trauma of, so not drama with D-R-A-M-A, no, it's trauma. I once had a trauma of, well, letting myself too much into emotions, because when I set myself into something, when I set my mind into something, then I actually set it, so I don't stop. I If I want to learn something, then I learn it. If I want to get something, then I get it. But firstly, before I get it, before I get that mindset, I really need a very good reason. And a very good reason is, for example, I hate to say it, but if someone needs my help. That's the that's I discovered myself. That's a reason that I cannot explain logically, but it moves me. It's something that, it's like if you're pushing my button, then I move myself. And this button is just some people, well, asking me for help. Actually having confidence that I could help them. Or actually just making a move and saying, hey, I have that problem here, could you help me? That's actually something I have no freaking idea why. I may have read about it or wrote about it in my blog, but yes, I actually had the trauma, like I said, of not having that button, or not having anything that I could have done, because everything I did was emotional. So I thought, okay, it would be good after being in that, like I could say, in that logical cage that I'm also right now, um, being in that logical cage, that I could write every thought down, because it would make me productive once I fall down that hole again. Because in that rabbit hole, I'll hardly get out of. And that rabbit hole, like I said, is just pure emotions. So if I set my mind to emotion, because early on in my childhood, everyone claimed, hey, you need to be happy. Happiness is the only thing. You need to be happy. Everyone around you wants to be happy, so help them get happy. That's everything there is. So I thought, okay, we only need emotions. Logic is not needed. If we are happy, then everything will work out. And that's not the case. I realized that long ago, but yes, like I said, it were, I think, 5 years now. 5 years I'm writing every single thought down, and beginning from yesterday, I ceased to do that. I kinda removed myself from that, yes, from that, how can we say it, unnatural, or not that, how can we actually pronounce that without letting it sound wrong? Having the tendency, that addiction, yes, we can say that addiction, that I could get myself away from that. Well, of course, the con point, so there's always a pro and a con side. The counterproductive side of this is that I won't be that fast of writing down a book again, and a lot of those things I have to translate again, which will always also take time, and that I always also cannot just do from today to tomorrow. But yes, I've got no idea. But what I can say, as a third point that I made good yesterday, is that I don't know, mm, I would like to say for myself that I was more calm, focused, actually, yes, planned something. I'm too tired to make this a short video, and it's already 18 minutes, so not that big. Mm, What I could say is that I made myself a role model, and actually made myself conscious of that. So it's not like that goal that I really want to be that one, I don't know, my hero of my childhood or something, but it's more like a guide. It's how we can say that it's not the goal, but it's the direction. Yes, I can actually write it down, guide. So, and today, what I've done today is I had a lot of insights today, right? One insight was actually quite anti-depressing. It was wholesome. It was actually the thing that I could set myself to a actual goal. Actually, these are two things. Two, yes, how I can say that. It's one thing. I just wanted to summarize that, because I have tendencies of finding the finding the core things of something and just putting them together, and so overlapping two points, two arguments, and to how can we say it? Yes, two thoughts, two concepts. I compare them, I overlay them, and if they have any correlations, or how can we say, overlapping parts, then I automatically focus on that, and then I just try to merge them together that much that it's just one thing. It's one thing, but it's not that detailed. It's just the core part of it. I don't know. It's just a tendency I have. So if I do that, then all the details get lost, and everything, actually anything that might lead to some joy in life, or to something in life, is gone just by now then. And yes, I should probably focus on not doing that much. So first thing is, I should be here. Oftentimes I had thought of, well, actually nobody needs me here. So not just here in this moment, in this present location I am in, but for everyone, for the world. It's not. It's actually it's a cliche. Come on, it's a cliche of saying, "Wow, I should be here." I'm not a hero. Probably not many people are. There are people though, and because of that, many people would say, "Hey, they're all already heroes. Why should I try it too?" They are all here, and they probably will have always given the thought continuously for the next generation that, okay, if there is a hero, then there will always be a hero. So why should I change? Why should I actually adapt, or actually to be a hero? Because, well, everyone is, and everyone could be that. So you don't want to be a hero for everyone. You should not be here for everyone, because a lot of people don't even care if you exist or not. Because they'll never find you, they'll never meet you, they'll never talk to you. You might have seen them on a plane or on a boat, or on several occasions when you were in the city shopping or something, or eating, even when you were in the same restaurant for years. You probably did not even know the name of the waiter, or you did not even know the name of every person you ever saw there, but you know exactly the dishes that were served there, or actually the people that were sitting there and had their natural habits of, I don't know, picking the side at the window side, or just picking a random table and sticking to that. I don't know, but you can figure. It's kind of like if you know exactly the world around you, but don't know the world, why it is and how it is, and all of this stuff. So yeah, first acceptance, first insight I had is I should be here. Not for everyone, but for someone. And I don't know that someone, but I know, okay, my parents kind of wanted me here. That's actually still not a reason. And that's also an over tendency I have, is that I merely accept mere reasons. So like, um, nothing is for me a reason. And that's actually true for my philosophy. Nothing is a reason. So everything you have to do in order to be able to not do something, so to be permitted to not doing anything, that is actually the reason for me still living here, or for everyone. And everyone is just focusing on their dreams, is focusing on something, while the actual thing that gives something value is nothing. So everything you do, everything you'll ever have accomplished, actually leads to your knowledge, to your actual satisfaction of being able to do nothing. That is, as I say, as I would think, that is a law of existence that actually comes, so that actually you can deduct that of the laws of nature. So the laws of existence actually made up the laws of nature, and the laws of nature made up the laws of humans, because humans think nothing can exist without laws, and we as human beings do have an own universe because we think we're so great, and so we need some own laws, and that's why it should be good for those who are a very vast majority. Um, I hope that was the right word. Vast majority. Anyway, I think it was Nietzsche who said those who are no laws are for those who are weak or something like that. So the law supports the weak, and that's actually true. So the best one, the most competitive one of the weak, is the one who knows the best how to use the laws, how to not to get catched, or how not to actually so get around the laws, not breaking them, but using them for their example for not harming anyone, because weak people do not harm each other. They should not. But however, they can harm the strong. They can harm the dictators. They can harm those who invented slavery, or so the masters, as Nietzsche called them. So yes, that's one thing. Ah yes, and the other thing was accepting borders. So like, if someone gives a reason, then there should be some kind of border. There should be some kind of introverted value or system or anything. So like a kind of filter for myself that I can set myself to and say, okay, I can comprehend why you think that is a reason, why you think that is something worthwhile to dwell upon, while other people never actually would care about that. So everyone has different borders, and I might say that I never had these, or that I do have very broad borders. Like I said, I do not expect. I accept a. I don't accept many things as a reason, or do not actually show a reaction to every action that there is, because I always ask myself, why the heck should I do this? And yes, I accept borders, I accept reasons, and mm, yes, the first thing that I actually did good on Tuesday. Oh no, we have Wednesday already. Oh no. But whatever. I'm going to upload this, and then we'll see. How about that? I should be here, not for everyone, but for someone. I can accept borders, and I can accept that people are having reasons, having emotions, and are actually able to feel them. And hmm, actually, that's the whole point. The whole point is projecting yourself to be the greatest thing you can imagine to be, but in that border of reality that you set yourself to, so you can decide how much of the borders are reality and which is the border to fantasy, or to over can we say uh, hold up, I need Google Translate for this. Uh, Overestimating, yes, to not overestimate yourself. So that's actually a quite better um, world of view, or view of the world, because there is no such line as reality and fantasy. No, it's just the reality and what you don't trust yourself to believe or to think that reality is. It's just hitting the borders, hitting on and expanding the actual thing you see. It's hard to explain, and I'm too tired for that shit. So let's get it done with. Third wing, exactly. Third thing would be starting to give myself some more worth. Um, that I actually idealized myself a bit. I idealized myself how to do some stuff like, well, living my dream. And that's, yes. Also, what I can also say, I talked about my dreams um, with a good friend or someone I work with, I can say, and sharing dreams, I really need to be grateful for that. And I can actually say now for the 6th of April that I'm grateful. I am grateful, and I can be grateful if there is a situation for which I can be grateful. Uh, I would not say that people can rely on me, and I don't like myself for that. Anyway, I just started the 6th of April, and I'm not sure yet, not quite sure what I will do today. Great, but I'm sure there will be something. And I'm hoping for you, for yourself. Oh my god, you don't see a thing. Why didn't you say something? Um, I hope for you, now that the video's sorry, now that the video is over, um, I hope that you'll have a wonderful night, or a beautiful day, and I hope you just like that. I'm not sure if I will continue with English, but I've tried, and I've that many times. It's just the one thing, the first step on a journey of 1,000 steps that brings you to the end. And the end is everything everyone admires and actually everyone wants. So, yeah, a quite mysterious note, but I hope you'll just get happy with it. I know one thing for sure, that I actually can be proud of myself today. I want people, not me, not anyone, I want a certain person to feel actually really good, to be safe, and therefore has the right to feel something, and therefore have the right to feel good. And I actually just want that person to feel good, because I know that whatever I feel, it does not matter what I feel. That's still my current view. It does not matter what I feel, but however I feel, if I made someone else feel that good that I could never comprehend, then that's actually the best thing a human being could do. Because everyone around me just wants to be happy. So why don't I just try to help them? Since I cannot be that unhappy and happy or any kind of that stuff right now. Well, anyway, everyone is going to go through the state that I'm going through, probably, and everyone is going to have the state of anxiety, of depression, like I have, and everyone is going to have a state of happiness and worth, some sense of worth and sense of, you accomplished something. And I wish for you that you are going to accomplish that. Anyway, I surely can say I accomplished something by uploading in the middle of the night and actually having still the guts and still the brain cells that are still awake for me to, yes, make an actual video that I hope you like. So anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll see you we'll see each other in a blog post I'm going to have, or any other kind of medium. Now I'm just going to sleep, and hopefully it will get to at least a minimum of 6 hours. Holy cow. I'm really messing up my sleep schedule, but whatever. We'll all get through that. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Cheers, and no, that's all. Cheers.